Hello everyone. I apologize if I sound nervous. I'm not very good at the video discussions. But the ideas presented by Mrs. Diaz is grouping learners by ability and having them be taught together by one educator. She feels that learners will be less frustrated with not learning at the same level as others when integrated in a general ed classroom setting. Mr. Yang, however, disagrees with Mrs. Diaz. He feels that learners should be exposed to a wide range of learners with individualized abilities and characteristics. He feels that if learners were to be grouped by ability, then learners would not learn to appreciate themselves and who they are. So some positives for Ms. Diaz's idea is that yes, educators will be able to focus more on students who have lower abilities and creating or planning like a curriculum that meets their needs and that specific lower ability. But will they feel challenged is my thing. Like, I feel it's important to push them to try harder. I feel that something Ms. Diaz needs to consider, because learners should be exposed to their age-appropriate curriculum, and educators should modify or accommodate to all learners. Not just group them in the same ability. So I think that's something that Ms. Diaz needs to consider. I believe that age level of children should not change with their needs. Their instruction should be adjusted to meet their needs. So I agree with Mr. Yang. Learners will benefit more being in an all-inclusive classroom, while learners get to feel challenged to an extent. Obviously, we don't want to frustrate them in any way, but they still would benefit from being challenged. They would also be placed in an all-inclusive classroom where they get to make friends and be part of groups with different learning levels. We could even try and group them with a learner who is a little bit higher than them, so that just so that they can learn to work together and it's like the peer partnering, where because I've always felt, sometimes some learners learn better from their peer, and they understand them better than the teacher. So that's always a benefit for them. Considering all learners learn differently, and that's what we as educators have to understand. It is not what is more convenient for us, but what is more convenient for our learners and what they will benefit from.